Hi there, everyone. I'm often asked, what is the dish that I take when I'm going to a non-vegan potluck lunch? Well, it is my creamy potato bake. What's great about it is non-vegans love it, but if there's nothing else that I can eat, it's like a complete meal for me, and I feel satiated. So all around, it's awesome. So let's go into the kitchen and we will make this.
First of all, we want to make our bacon bits. So, into a bowl, I'm putting some TVP. Now, TVP is a bit processed, so it's a sometimes food, but it's not too bad. It's really just defatted soy. So, to that, I'm going to add some smoked paprika. It's going to give us our smoky bacon flavour, as is this liquid smoke. So that's very potent stuff. You only need a couple of drops. Next, we're going to go in with some gluten-free soya sauce. You can also use tamari if you like. Mighty Mite. This is an Australian product. It's like Vegemite, only it's a little bit sweeter. So what you want to do is try and get that as incorporated as you can. And what we want to do is we want to put the least amount of liquid as we possibly can, because we don't want anything in there that isn't going to give us maximum flavour. A tiny bit of stock, bit by bit, until it's just right. Okay, that's been a couple of minutes. Now we're going to use a vegan chicken style stock. You can use vegetable stock or beef stock or whichever one is your favourite. So just about a tablespoon at a time. Mix it in and let that fully soak up before your next tablespoon goes in. So half a tub of silken tofu is going into my blender. Next we want to put some apple cider vinegar, about a tablespoon, maybe a bit less. We're going to put in a dessert spoonful of miso. That's going to give us our saltiness. About a cup of soya milk. Can be any plant-based milk of choice. And we're going to put in some nooch, because that's going to give us a bit of a cheesy flavour, a bit of an umami flavour. And the last ingredient, I have some cashews that I've had soaking for a couple of hours. This is best overnight, but we didn't have that long. Okay, that's all blended up. Let's look and see how that went. See how creamy and yummy that is? Oops, incoming. I normally have loads of garlic, but I'm down to my last little clove that's frozen. So I'm going to chop him up, and I'm going to have to use some garlic powder, which is not ideal, but if you're doing it at home, 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, depending on how garlicky you like it. Okay, there we go. Right, cook in the onions. Let's give them a stir. Now, you've probably heard me say this every single time, but we don't need any oil in the pan. While we're waiting for those onions to get a sizzle on them, just so I don't forget, I'm just going to make sure I put some garlic powder into my paste, into my cream mix, just so I don't forget. Because remember, I only had 1 clove of actual garlic. Alright, so we're not looking to totally cook these because they're going to go in the oven. What we're just wanting to do is wanting to release some of their sugars. So let's wait till they've got a tiny bit of colour. Might need to keep adding a little bit of water now and then to help with that. Okay, in with the garlic. Saute that around. We don't want the garlic to burn. So a little bit of water. They have got wilted down just a little bit, tiny bit of colour. I think that's enough for now. Now it's time to put in our TVP mixture. Now I did add about another tablespoon, but it doesn't really matter because we are going to cook it off. And I do want to add a little bit of tomato paste. It just gives it just another depth of flavour. Okay, that will do for now. Let's turn the burner off and we're going to put the lid on. Alright, it's time to assemble. So what we want to do, we're going to cut our potatoes up. These are boiled. Well, actually, I did them in the microwave. So they've still got some crunch to them, but they are almost cooked all the way through. So let's slide them in our pan. Now I'm using a takeaway pan because I'm actually taking this to my grandson's birthday party today. Okay. Next, what we want to do is we want to pop in a little bit of our mixture. Not much, just a little bit. Spread it out as much as you can. More potatoes. And then you just keep repeating this process over and over and over again until you're finished with all your mixture. Might put a little bit of my cream in now. Now you might have noticed I haven't chosen to peel my potatoes because that's where the nutrition is, and 2, because I'm lazy. More of my mixture of my goodies. I think I might go in with some black pepper in this round. Finally, a bit more nooch over the top. A bit more paprika. And that is ready for the oven.